Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I'm your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back as we continue our journey into the tale of the three brothers. We have the three brothers right here. Let's continue our tale with them. Now, last place we left off, the three brothers had just defeated the Bandit King and were making their way into the Golden Plains to try and find Perid in order to get some, healing. Because look at them. They're kind of in desperate need of it. But before that, the brothers remember something that they got, and they promptly give it to Billy Joe. After his mighty sacrifice taking on the barbarian king, they decided to give the Bandit King's helmet to the brothers. I would get it eventually. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a fight to start with. We must kill the goblin shaman. But Billy Bob cannot quite get it right. Ooh, they all resisted. Apparently the brothers are getting better at their skills. And down goes the goblin shaman. Now it's up to Joe. Can he get a strike in and kill the bee? That bee was no match for Joe. Who gets the money? Oh, of course they give it to their brother. Ooh, a nice necklace of awareness. Right ready for Billy Terry, using his bow. They see Parade in its sights. Potential healing on its way. Ooh, Billy Bob finds an artifact. Well done, Billy Bob. You do not need to equip it. The services are still the same price. This is good for the brothers. They will be able to stay at the inn. What other, stuff do they possess at the town? Only time will tell. But for now, Billy Bob stays in the inn as he waits for his brothers to join him. That was a mistake of movement on my part. It looks like Billy Joe and Billy Terry will not quite be reaching him in time. Or maybe they will. And Billy Joe is just really unlucky. Which we already knew, if we're perfectly honest. While waiting for his brother, Billy Bob decides he will look at the quests to see what is available in Hyrule. Not much seems to catch his eye at the moment. All looks pretty mediocre, to say the least. But he accepts one, and then realizes how far away it is and realizes his mistake. Hoorah! No, Billy Joe is the one away from them, so Billy Bob just waits in town. Now Billy Joe gets to get to the board. He uses his scroll of vision to see what we can find out there. Oh, and what is this? It's the desecrated church. Home of whatever she's called. The brothers see the location. They see the UI timeline at the top. And they know that it's only a matter of time before this witch awakens. The brothers make their peace and decide, like the Bandit King, we must save Hyrule from her evil clutches. But before they head over to her, the brothers decide it is a good idea. Wow, Billy Terry is unlucky today. But before they head on their way to fight the witch, the brothers all decide that they need to train a little. And as such, the brothers decide to fight the Cutpurse. With their gold stolen, the brothers know they must focus on the Cutpurse. Go, Billy Joe. It's up to you now to claim your brother's gold back. You have failed, Billy Joe. And unfortunately, the brothers stop him from running away! Oh, this is glorious, and Billy Bob gets his revenge. Down falls the Cutpurse, and down falls the Shaman. They're not getting away with their gold today. And somehow they find extra gold on him, despite it being all they stole. A random little feather for Joe. Because why not? We find the King's Maze, another dungeon we must ascend into, if we are to complete and save this world from all its dangers. As these things have yellow, blue icons around them, one can only assume they are the dungeons we need to purge. Billy Bob waits for his brothers, as they continue down their path. A buried artifact Billy Joe finds. Using all of his focus, he pulls the item from the stone and realizes his immediate disappointment, as it turns out only to be a glass rod. Quick to make use to get back to his brothers. Billy Terry uses a herb to speed himself up. The brothers arm themselves and steel themselves against the bandits, knowing they only have a little time before Hyrule is consumed in its own chaos. This land is fickle in how it works, and it does not like to be filled with chaos. There is no point in you attacking that long, because I know you can't succeed today, Billy Terry, because you seem awful. Down goes the bandit. The first bandit. But one bandit still remains. Interrupted. His strike interrupted. The brothers must deal with the bandit arrow once again. The bandit still lives. He shoots at Billy Bob, dealing a significant amount of damage. A time to avenge your brother, Billy Joe. There you go, Billy Joe. Knowing their time is limited, the brothers decide they need to fight the bats. And as such, the two brothers able to fight, steel themselves against their foe. Unable to take it down a bat each. Apparently the brothers seem basically immune to the bats, as a critical hit is 2 damage. Well done, brothers. You're strong enough to fight the bats by yourselves. 2 bats go down, 1 bat remains. The brothers stand a good chance against the bats. Or maybe not. This game, these brothers like to make the narrator eat his words, as he tries to tell the story of how it is meant to go. But no, they're not. This narrator isn't allowed his story to be told the correct way, and has to be told in this really weird BS way. The brothers decide to collect the Scholar's Wart and give it to their Billy Joe brother. Now, the chaos reduced. Peace returns to the world. The brothers may live on to fight another day. Ooh. Billy Joe finds an item of talent. He decides he will leave it for his brothers. For his brother. Either one. Whichever one decides to do it for him, because he is useless and cannot do it himself. The market lay still for the brothers. Good items all around. Cheap and service too. They decide to look at... Billy Joe decides to look at the quests and see what's available. He sees the one for tons of gold and thinks, yes, this is a quest we must do. The brothers have their quest, and they know what must be done. Billy Terry decides, I'm going to cheat, as he steals all of the gold. As he focuses everything in to making sure he finds whatever he completes the chest. The brothers know they must fight the desiccated church, which gained 2 levels. The brothers realize they cannot fight the desiccated church right now. So they decide they need to level up on the bone soldiers. The trial will be hard. Their resources limited. But they must kill the bone soldiers for any hopes of getting enough experience to kill the witch. They have basically 2 turns each left, because turns is totally not a meta term to describe how they use their actions in this world. Down goes the bone soldier, with 1 bone soldier remaining. That was a mass failure, Billy Joe. I don't know what I expected from you. Hopefully your brothers can do better than you. Although, admittedly, that's not hard. Chance of redemption, and down goes the skeleton. Why couldn't you do that before, Billy Joe, so that your brother wouldn't be hurt, hey? You disgust me, Billy Joe. Letting your brother get hurt that way. There's not much for the brothers to do in this circumstance. They must fight everything they can if they have any hopes to win against the witch. Purging the scourge of the world free of charge is what the brothers do. Although, why they do it free of charge when they're hobos is beyond me. But the brothers have gotten quite strong since what they were in their youth. A lot more equipment, to say the least. Ooh, a new weird hat. That seems very good in terms of defensive prowess. Who should get it is the question the brothers ask. Because someone needs to equip this for the party. They weigh out their options and decide that Billy Terry should be the one to wear the shaman hat. God damn it, Billy Joe. That is what happens when you try the drinking contest game. Well, the brothers steel themselves, knowing they must fight the scourge. Ow! The brothers may immediately realize their mistake on this matter. There is so many problems with this scenario. But wait! Billy Bob realizes something! Hooah! The foul priestess can be stunned! Well, the brothers then realize it's time to stun lock. No! The priestess does not get stunned. This is so really bad for the brothers. Ow! Says Billy Bob. The priestess must fall, but Billy Joe cannot quite pull it off. No! Yes! Well done, Billy Bob. Use your healing item before it's too late, and purge the priestess from the outworld. Well done, Billy Bob. Now it's just up to killing his servants. Strike them down, Billy Joe. It's all up to... There's only one remains. And... Well done, Billy Joe. Avoid his attacks. You know what must be done. It's all up to you, Billy Joe. Can you do it? Can you deal 15 damage? No! I lost... I think I tabbed out then for a moment. Oh! I don't know what's happening. Either way, the evil villain falls. I think there's something on my screen that might be making me tab out. The brothers look at the object and weigh their choices on whether they want it and who should get it. The brothers then realize there is only one of them that does magic damage. And so Billy Bob gets a new hairstyle, which the other two secretly make fun of. Which the other two secretly make fun of him behind his back because of it. With the new day begun, the brothers weigh out their options on which town they should go to. Should it be Zini? Should it be Druid's Lantern, which they have been to before, apparently, and it has quests available, and as well as Godsbeard and other necessities for them, including the ebony loot, apparently. Whatever that does, and the frost loot. The options are there. So the narrator tells the audience to take a small break while he weighs out his options. The brothers decide they will go to Zini first, as it's closest, and they are in deep need of immediate medical attention. Billy Bob enters the town, ready to see what it has available for them. The options are there. And Joe wonders, does Billy Bob already have the fancy tuff? The answer is he does. There is not much there for Billy Joe. But Billy Joe just says, give me all the gold, and I will buy all that we need. Billy Joe sighs as his items revive and increase, and other words that the narrator can't think of right now, because he's being a stupid. Ah! A Chaos Acolyte, right next to the other town. Billy Terry enters the fort and uses his focus and gains some experience that was really insignificant and made that entire endeavor pointless. Well done. The frame rate begins to die. and the brothers are deciding to stay at the inn. Billy Joe goes forth and fights the bees. The bees should offer no match for the brothers. But apparently the narrator may be mistaken, as the bees throw themselves at the brothers. One bee falls. One bee does not fall. And then the same bee is then sliced into tiny little pieces. As he gets overkilled to hell and back. A redemption chance for Billy Bob, and down falls the bee. Each brother getting a kill, each brother earning their part. A bronze hero! That will be great work for the brothers. Billy Joe, I think you need to get over your alcohol addiction. It seems to be quite bad for you, to say the least. Ows. This hag is nothing but a gnat in your way, brothers. As you can see. We hope you enjoyed it. Billy Bob gets the jawbreaker, having the least armor of the party. And Billy Terry happily stays at the inn. Damn! Billy Bob. Oh no! This looks bad for the brothers. Ow! Good thing you're the one with the healing items, Billy Joe. The wolf needs to die. But which wolf shall he attack? He'll attack the same as his brother, just to be safe. Because Billy Joe, though as I like to point him out to be, is not an entire idiot. Entirely. Majoritively. This deals heavy damage to the brothers. But luckily, the brothers deal heavy damage back. Man, the narrator seems to be a bit stale at the moment. Whatever shall I do about this? Billy Joe tributes to the bronze hero, and everyone gains experience. Now, the brothers, does Terry have any immunity to curses? He unfortunately does not. They look at what's available at, well, this place. Some, but not much at the same time. Billy Joe, being the good brother he is, decides to give all his gold to Billy Bob to go buy everything they need. The brothers will not be totally screwed, surely. Billy Bob decides to try for apparently really good reason. Billy Bob levels up and finds himself not in the... Oh. It turns out that the price of God's beard doubled. And 50%. 150%. This is not good for the brothers. They now have one available to their name. The short spear will not cut it for the brothers. Neither should 19 experience, really. But the 30 gold will, if it was anywhere near where they were going. It's a quest that they will complete at a later date. Billy Joe rushes in to fight the hag with his brother. Ooh, bad shot by Billy Terry. It's a shame that Billy Joe does not need you. Man, Billy Terry, we need to get you an upgrade. And out of selfishness, Billy Terry says, "Screw you, narrator," and uses the scholar's beard to level himself up. We will... Oh no! Billy Bob sneaks past the soldiers, not wanting to bother them in their tea party. Billy Joe, feeling really arrogant with himself, thinks, and then decides, no, that's a bloody bad idea, with the amount of allies it gets. The chaos begins to rise. The brothers are getting into a very precarious situation. With the poison worked out of his system, Billy Joe knows he need only take a nap at the inn, which he cannot do. God damn it, inn. What's with the inflation of prices? The brothers not able to do anything. Think, with limited options, let's do it. You need a perfect shot, Billy Terry. That is not what you call a perfect shot, Billy Terry. That is what you call a bad shot. Then again, you have your brother to compare to, so I can't tell you it's a bad shot when I have something such as your brother. God damn it, Billies. And there is a poison for you. That is what you get. There we go. That is what I should have done before, because at least that you can guarantee to kill. My God, Billy Joe, what is wrong with you today? Do you feel sorry for them? Have you fallen in love with this hag you are trying to kill right here? Billy Terry, kill the hag you failed to kill before, and Billy Joe, finally, strike down this hag. Get over your one-sided crush. Thank you. Man, Billy Joe really wants me to hate him, doesn't he? The Billies are in a very precarious situation. Chaos reigns the land. And they are in deep crap, is all I can say. Ow! And maybe they're not. The brothers successfully take down the beast, but use all their focus in the process. Billy Joe knows there is nothing he can do to aid the problem. He ends his turn. And then Billy Terry, knowing he must do what he must immediately, teleports over to the statue, and then uses all of his focus to purify it. The brothers are saved. But for how long? Ooh, a wishing well. Have a drink. Well done, Billy Bob. You're a lucky person. Now, what is it we want you to have? Quite frankly, with the rate this seems to be going, I feel you may need the focus. But resistance is so much better. Billy Bob collects the lockbox. and then readies himself to have a rest at the inn. The brothers don't have enough gold to all rest at the inn tonight. But they decide Billy Terry, having most need, should be the one to do it. The brothers share out their godsbeards, giving the one to Billy Terry, and then they prepare themselves to enter the catacombs that they should now be ready for. A golem stands in their way. Whatever will the brothers do? The hope for a new bow, or a spear, or something awareness-based, is in the minds of the brothers, so that Billy Terry can finally do some damage. And, oh God, what was that damage then? Damn, Billy Bob, you're doing as bad as Billy Terry often does. Alright, Billy Terry, it's up to you. Well done, Billy Bob. You just saved your life. Collect the gold. Ooh, a good piece of armor for Billy Joe. But no. The brothers decide to not use it. He will collect it, though, on his person. He uses the God's beard. And then Billy Joe gives him another. Their resources are very limited in this dungeon, but use it they must. A treasure chest. It's a mimic. The brothers debate their choices. Do they want to try and take on the mimic? And they decide no, they do not. The audience gasps as the narrator decides he wants to skip a mimic. And then he says, hey, I've got one God's beard each. I'm not dealing with that crap. Oh no, the brothers cry out as all of this happens to them. The bards must die, the brothers agree. Jesus Christ, Billy Terry. One bard falls. One bard to go. Ow! That was very devastating. That was extremely devastating. Down goes the bard. But can Billy Terry take out the bat also? No, no he cannot. Billy Joe, even. Why do you life drain when you basically have... The only thing you took damage from was actually attacking him, you stupid bat. Well done. Jesus Christ, brothers. Hit the bat. Thank you. These brothers are so idiotic at times. Right. The brothers are ready to continue. Ooh. And there's just a treasure chest at the end. No boss. Just rewards. For them. A God's beard. Much needed by the brothers. A vision scroll. Very useful. They decide to use the vision scroll straight away. But the question is, what do they want to reveal? They decide they need to find that place. Hiziel's Watch. Brothers, weigh out their options. Do they wish to return to Parade? To partake in their services, which they will not be able to afford. The brothers decide it would be best if they just leave straight for Hasta. That way they may also return in the quest that they had before. Well done, Billy Joe. Your luck outstands you again. The way to Hasta is deeply blocked. The brothers need a method to get there. Crap. Billy Joe needs to get past. He needs to guarantee the sneak. He uses all of his focus to do so. The bards must die, and so must the Sea Witch. The poor brothers have to deal with this trap. They ready themselves and steel themselves against the enemies. They decide the hag should be the one to die. Crap. Oh no! Tack buffed. This is not good for the brothers. Although it is when they fail. No, Billy Joe! You leave the hag alive! Oh. That might cost you your brother's life, Billy Joe. I hope you're happy. Billy Terry needs a new weapon. This is agreed. Apparently the bards do not know how to fight, as they do not need to buff themselves when they already possess the buff. Wow, you bastard. Down goes the bard after Billy Terry shoots it in the ribcage, which logically would just go straight through its ribcage, but somehow it hits on one of the bones and manages to kill. And the same scenario happens again. Straight through the ribs, hits the spine, down goes the enemy. Right. One problem remains for the brothers. Billy Joe is deeply injured. Billy Bob possesses, using his last Godspeed, prepares to fight the Acolytes, which are apparently level 1, and this should be a breeze for them. Absolute breeze. I don't know why I bothered using the Godspeed, says Billy Bob, not the narrator, because the narrator isn't controlling them. The narrator is only telling the story. You will all believe this because I am your narrator and I am your god. You do what I say. Yes. Ouch! That one actually hurt. Cleave down the Acolyte, Billy Joe. Good job. Now, it's up to you to take down that Acolyte. Good job. Now, you're not going to take down this Acolyte. So... Okay, Billy Terry. Prove me wrong. Go ahead. Bastard. These brothers are out to get the narrator. Right. The brothers, now, possessing all that they need, have tons of gold, and ready themselves. And prepare to armor themselves as well. Wow. That would be pretty damn good for Billy Joe. So would that. These are options we must weigh out. The brothers decide that God's beard is the most important thing that they can buy right now. And then they prepare themselves and stay at the inn for all they need. And with their last night at the inn, we begin to end Chapter 2. What the brothers have done many things today. They have fought off many disasters. Dealt with chaos twice. Dealt with the witch of the church. Now, the brothers rest at the inn as we end our chapter today. So everybody, I have been your host, your reader, your narrator, the Parafox Archangel, and I hope you've enjoyed this chapter of the tale of three brothers. But, until the next time, I must bid thee farewell, good day, and remember to take example from the three brothers and have a good night.